Boys and girls, today's lesson, we're going to start off with quick images, so you need to have your math notebooks out. Let's date it for September 14th. We started quick images just in the beginning of this week. Remember, I'm going to show it once, 5 or 10 seconds, and I'm going to hide it again. So you need to really visualize what you see and draw what you see. I'll give you a few seconds. I'll show it again. I'll hide it again. Again, you're going to add to your visualization of what you see. Then I'll show it a third time and we'll talk about it. We'll talk about how we can get it to relate to math equations. And some people think we're going to probably have a different ways of viewing it. So we'll talk about that too. So are your eyes ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, here we go. First time. Let's look at it again. Your eyes ready? I don't want anybody to miss it. Can you think of an equation that might go with this? How did you know how many there were? Can you circle your 3 groups of 6 so I can see it even better? Okay, let's see what you got. Thumbs up if you got it exactly right. Thumbs up if you were really, really, really close and you were on your way. Because I know sometimes it takes us a little bit longer than the time I can give you. Folks, let's talk about how many this is and how you visualize that with your math. Jose, what'd you do?
I put 3 times 6 equals 18.
You got 3 times 6 equals 18. Can you come up here and circle how you visualize 3 times 6 equals 18, please? Thumbs up if that's what you saw. So we've got some thinkers that are all thinking the same. Now he's showing us, what's he showing us? What's he showing us? Ethan?
Groups of 3.
Say it again, please.
Groups of 3.
Groups of 3. And how many groups of 3 did he get?
6.
6. Good job. Thanks. Anybody see it another way? Anybody see it another way? How'd you see it? Tiandra?
9 times 2.
9 times 2. And what did you get for 9 times 2?
18.
9 times 2 equals 18. Can you come up and show it, please? Using a different color marker so you could see it. Did anybody think like Tiandra? Oh, okay. I see how you connected it. 9 groups of 2. Did anybody do the commutative property of that one? Because I really didn't think 9 groups of 2. I thought of it as, what's the commutative of 9 times 2?
2 times 9.
Say it again.
2 times 9.
2 times 9, and I'll show you what I did. Did anybody think of it like that? 2 times 9, 2 groups of 9? Come up, Jacob, and show us how you saw it that way. We know that these mean the same thing. We've already talked about that. But circling in them might show it in a different way. Show me your 2 groups of 9. Good job. Good job. Another way, we've got another marker. We can do it one more way, and then we're going to go on with our math lesson for the day. Another way. What'd you get? Kiara's going to show us what she's doing. Oh, okay. Good. So you and Jose were doing the commutative of each other. The flip-flops is what kindergartners call them, right? But not in 4th grade. So a lot of us saw it as looking at groups of. If I was going to put, and this is just going to extend it a little bit, If I was going to put all of these together, let's do a bigger one. Well, got the little eraser out. It's not. Does that look big? Aha!
Oh, that's big.
That's big. It's like quicker. If I was going to put all of these together and make, what am I making if I put all of my rows and columns and I fit them together? What am I making? Trent.
An array.
What am I making?
Array.
An array. What would the dimensions be if I was going to slide them all together?
6 by 3.
Good job. Come and show us. And then label where your 6 would go. Good job. Cool. Cool beans. That's the new word. Cool beans. Good job. Good job on quick images. We're going to do those. Why are we doing them? We're going to keep doing them. Why? What's it going to help us do? Especially us that still are trying to memorize some things. What's it going to help us do? Matthew.
Sometimes it can help us count better, count faster.
And what's counting have to do with arrays?
It can help you learn times.
Exactly. Very good. Exactly. All right. You can keep your notebooks open because you're probably going to need them, but I need your pencils down. And all eyes up here on our smart board. We're going to do a think, pair, share. We're going to do a lesson today. It's called multiplicative comparisons. I want you to think, what does that mean? And I'm even going to give you a little bitty hint. You all know back here on our cafe menu how to figure out what words are. You've given me these ideas. How to figure out what they mean. We've done nifty, thrifty, 50. Talked about prefixes and root and base words and suffixes. Use your schema in reading to help you figure out those math words. Think. What does multiplicative comparisons mean? You're thinking. Pair up with your partners sitting around you. Talk about it. What do you think it means?
Multiplication and talk about multiplication and then compare. We compare the multiplications together.
Multiply. What about comparison? Comparison. What's the word in there?
Like, it's the same. Now, what do you think it is? I'm thinking kind of the same thing.
What did you say that she agreed with?
I said multiplication
Comparison. I know it's hard.
It's where like you both get them like steady for each one, if they're like flip flop or not.
Steady. So what's steady mean when you're talking about multiplicative comparison?
7 times 3 and 3 times 7.
Okay, so you think it kind of means flip-flops, and you said that, the commutative property? I love the way you always try to give examples to help me understand. That helps me.
And like you can still get to compare them.
Yeah, and you're comparing those two. Okay, what do you think?
Well, I'm thinking it could probably mean it could be a different array.
A different array. So you're going to compare one array to a totally different array?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Does anybody want to share their thoughts, their ideas? Kiana.
Me and my partner said that multiplication
Multiplicative comparison.
Multiplicative comparison means, we think it means that you compare one multiplicate.
Ethan, you can help her out if she wants your help.
We believe that that means that you compare one multiplication equation with another.
Okay. That's a good idea. Good thinking. What do you think?
I think that you have to put two numbers together and see what it equals.
To any two numbers?
No,
And you said see what it equals. Well, let me rephrase my question. What are you going to do with those two numbers when you put them together? You got to tell me what put together means. So we can do a lot to numbers.
Think of your word.
Yeah. Think of the word.
Your word.
Do you see any words, small words, that jump out at you in that big, long word, multiplicative comparison?
Yeah.
Compare? Okay. But you were talking about doing something to two numbers. Do you see another word up there that might help you decide what you're going to do to those two numbers besides compare them?
Share.
Share them? What are you thinking, Trent? You have your hand in the back.
I was thinking that you might have to have two numbers and you have to find the multiples.
Okay, and why do you say two numbers with multiples? Why do you use the word multiples?
Because it says multiple.
So you're chunking, you're seeing a little word in that big long word. That's one of the things to be said about accuracy. That's one of the things we're learning about Nifty, Thrifty, 50. Dejanay.
Me and one part is about you take two different multiplication equations and see if they equal the same.
Okay. And I'll have time for one more, and then we're going to go on, and we're going to see if what we were thinking is really what we're going to be doing with multiplicative comparisons. One more. How about Olivia?
Sure. Multiplying means multiplying by numbers.
So you think multiplicative means multiplying numbers?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're going to compare them?
Sure.
Sure. Okay. We'll try. All right. Let's focus back. We've done our think, pair, share, and I want to show you a problem that is an example of multiplicative comparison. And it sounds like this. Tiandra picked 7 apples. Reese picked 4 times as many apples. How many apples did he pick? Before I even start to think about it like math, I think about it like reading. Who are the characters in our story? Who are the characters in our story? Kaylee.
Tiandra and Reese.
Tiandra and Reese. What are Tiandra and Reese doing? Shayla.
They're counting apples.
They're counting apples. Do you think they might eat them? What can you infer they might do with them besides eat them?
They might put this together and make apples.
Oh, okay. Might plant the seeds out of them and make other apples. Cool. All right. What is your problem? Because in math, the story problem becomes your problem. So what do we need to figure out here? Alex.
How many apples they have?
Do we need to figure out how many apples they have? Do you need me to reread it for you? Okay. It says, Tiandra picked 7 apples. Reese picked 4 times as many as apples. How many apples did he pick? So who are we looking to see?
We're looking for Reese.
We're looking for Reese's apples. Good job. Good job. All right, hands down. I'm starting to learn how to use the smart board. Y'all are going to think this is pretty cool. Your 3rd grade teacher may have already showed it to you. I am going to show you the apples that Tiandra picked, okay? You can count with me. 1, 2,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, what's this say? 7. Exactly. I'm going to make this page just a little bit longer. All right. 7 apples. Tiandra, did you have fun picking your apples?
I like apples.
You like apples. Cool. All right. Reese comes along, and the story says he picked how many more or how many times more? 4. 4 times. Who wants to show me the one time? The one time. One time as many as Reese. Jacob, All you got to do is, your apples are going to be red, Reese. Tiandra, yours is yellow. So you're going to show me 1 times as many. And this is well, we'll see what happens.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Good job. Are you done? Good job. That let's get back because we're in the thing. This shows that 1 times as many as who? Tiandra. That's 1. Okay? All right. Trent's ready. Jacob said he's ready. So, Trent, you're going to show us 2 times as many, but you got to use what Jacob already has on there, okay? Do your stuff. Do your thing, do your thing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, just click off of it. There you go. This is
5, 6, 7.
Are you finished? He says, yes, I'm finished. Tell me why. I said, show me 2 times as many.
Because I put 7.
Wait a minute. Show me 2 times as many.
I did 7 apples.
You did 7 apples? Is that a group of 7 apples?
No.
It's not a group?
Or yeah.
You tell me.
Yeah.
You think it is a group. Why is it considered to be a group?
Because I put 7 apples.
And you put them, we could put a circle. Did Jacob make a group of 7 apples?
Yeah.
And what did I ask you to show?
Show me 2 groups of 7.
Did I say show 2 groups of 7? No. You are interpreting that, and that's exactly what I want you to do. That's exactly what I want you to do. But what did I really say?
Show me 2 times.
What did I say?
Show me 2 times.
I said show me 2 times. But listen to their language. They keep saying 2 groups of. Are those synonyms, maybe?
Yeah.
Maybe. Think about that. Jose, you want to show me 3 times as many? I'm going to extend this page a little more.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
You caught yourself. Why'd you go back?
Because I heard 8 and I wasn't paying attention.
I heard 8, but he wasn't paying attention. Well, he must have been paying attention because he stopped. He didn't pay attention, he would have kept going. So you did pay attention. So tell me what you got here, Jose.
I got 21
You have 21? How do you know?
because I know that 7 times 1 is 7, 7 times 2 is 14, and if you add 7 more than 14, you'll get 21.
Cool. So you got, I'm going to say, do you have 7, or you have, how many groups up here? That's what I want to say. How many groups do you have?
3.
3. So could I say you have 3 groups of 7?
Yes.
Does anybody know the synonym of what I asked him in the beginning to do? What did I tell him? I didn't say come up here and show me 3 groups of 7. What did I say? Giovanni.
3 times is 7.
I did. I said show me 3 times as many, didn't I? 3 times as many. Good job. Jose, can you pick someone? Dejanay. I need you to show me 4 times as many using already what they have.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Are you finished? So can you explain what you have up on the board using all your peers' stuff too?
4 times 7.
You have 4 times 7. Do you have 4 times as many as Tiandra?
Yes.
Yes, you do. So tell me, are we finished with the story? And how do you know? Think. Are we finished with the story? How do you know? I'm going to read it out loud because I think some people might need that. Tiandra picked 7 apples. What color are her apples, everybody?
Yellow.
Good. Reese picked 4 times as many apples. How many apples did he pick? Are we finished with our story? Did we solve our problem? No? Talk to me about that. Talk to us.
Because we have to figure out what it equals.
Ah, have we done that?
No.
How many of you think we've shown what it equals? What should go with our picture to make it very clear that we have an answer? We've got some equations up here. We've got a visualization, a picture up here. What else would even make it better?
Total?
What is the total, Kaylee?
21.
Kaylee, what were you going to say?
21.
21. Jose, did you say 21 when you had 3 groups of 7?
Yes.
Okay, now there's 4 groups of 7. So what do we need to do?
Add
Let her do it.
10.
It's 4 groups of 7. What do we need to add to the 3 groups of 7?
7 more.
7 more. Get it going. I'm waiting. We're waiting.
28.
Very good. 28 what?
28 apples.
Why should we label them? Why should we label every answer in a math story?
So the person knows what you're talking about.
Absolutely. What's this story about?
Apples.
And we don't want to put oranges.
No.
We don't want to put raindrops.
No.
We want to put apples. So, if I was going to answer the question, how many apples did he pick? Using our visualization, the manipulatives on the smartboard, using the math equations that you gave me, what would we put for our answer? Oh, every hand should be up because good listeners should have heard Kaylee. She worked hard on that.
28.
Ayana?
28.
28 what?
28 apples.
Very good. 28 apples. That is an example of multiplicative comparison. Are you changing your predictions a little bit? Or are you still going, huh? How many of you are like that? Huh? It's okay to be like, huh? Go ahead, don't be shy. How many of you are still wondering, oh, I need more help? I want to see it again. Well, guess what? You're going to see it again because I have a feeling most of you are going, huh? It's brand spanking new. I want to show you another problem, okay? It's an example of multiplicative comparisons. Think about what you were predicting it was all about. And let's see if you change your mind. All right, here's the thing. Go back to what you were thinking multiplicative comparisons was all about. And I want you to focus on the repeated words. I love it because repeated words is what we were doing in writing. Focus on the repeated words in Aaliyah's little sister is 2 feet tall. Her dad is 3 times as tall as her little sister. How tall is her dad? Tiandra picked 7 apples. Reese picked 4 times as many apples. How many did he pick? Are there some repeated words in both of those problems? Are there some repeated words in both of those problems? Are there some repeated words? Aaron, are there some repeated words? Yes. What do you see?
Picked.
Picked? You see picked? Oh, okay. I see what you're doing. I want to know, yeah, pick is in here twice, but I want to know if there are some repeated words in both stories. You're absolutely right. So let me rephrase it. Comparing both stories, are there some repeated words? Would you like some help? Or are you thinking? More time to think or help? Help. Call in somebody that can help. Who? Tiandra? In the white shirt, Reese? The gray shirt. Oh, Ion.
Yes.
Okay, what are they?
Little sister and apples.
Little sister and apples. Are those the same words? I want the words in this one to be in this one. You are picking repeated words in one story.
Times.
Times, is that all?
And
There's just one little bitty word that we should probably do.
how?
Huh?
How?
No, I'm not thinking that one. One that kind of goes with times. Her dad is 3 times as tall as her little sister. Reese picked 4 times as many. That's a little bitty word.
As many.
Say it again.
As many. As many.
Times as. Times as. This one's times as tall. This one's times as many. Okay? So think. Go back to your think, pair, share. Think about multiplicative comparison.
Go back. Okay. Multiplication comparisons. You go first again.
What does that mean?
Still, I think it's where you can like the commutative and try to make them like balanced both, and pretty much that's all.
I think it's the same thing for you can keep them balanced.
It's like a story problem, and that it can like help you with story problems with math about counting and multiplication.
I think it's actually like where you can, I'm like trying to chunk it, so like it's like in the word like compare it. Like compare for, balance.
Do you have anything else to say?
Think about the story we had, and think about how they went up there.
I think we can share
That's 4 times 7. We had 4 groups.
I don't know.
So what are we multiplying?
Good. Wait a minute. When I look at the picture, I see 2 on this side and 6 on this side. When you were talking about your dad, is that balance? So what do you mean? You're going to have to explain balance to me.
Like you can do your commutative.
Ah. So you're saying balance for another word for commutative. Gotcha. Okay, give me 5. Does anybody want to share their thoughts now? Did your thoughts about multiplicative comparisons change? Because I know in the beginning, a lot of people say we're going to compare multiplication problems. Is that really what we did? Did we compare multiplication problems? Yes or no? Yes. Thumbs up if you think we did compare multiplication problems. Okay, explain why we did that. How we did that. If we were comparing multiplication problems, can you explain it? Do you have evidence to explain it? Matthew?
We compared 2 words and that were both in them.
You compared 2 words in them. Did those 2 words have to do with multiplication?
Yes.
Okay. Did we compare multiplication problems? Because if you said we did it, you've got to prove it or I'm not going to believe it. So you people that just raised your hands, you better be thinking about how you're going to prove it. And if you can't prove it, you might say, ooh, now I don't know so much. If I really believe that's what we did. I agree with you. We compared the problems, the word, the story problems, and found a repeated word. What do you think we really did? Because when I think, and maybe I'm thinking different than you, but when you all say we compare multiplication problems, I'm thinking I compared 7 times 4 to 2 times 3. Did I do that? No. No. Well, that's what I'm thinking because that's what that means to me. So who can tell me what they think multiplicative comparison means? And prove it with evidence. Just like when we infer in reading, we must prove it with evidence. Ethan, nice and loud.
I believe that multiplicative
It's hard. Multiple.
comparisons means when you compare the two factors in a multiplication equation.
Ooh, say that again, nice and loud.
I think it is when you compare two factors of a multiplication equation.
So I'm going to bring up this one, and you talk to us about what you just said. Like, what would be the factors? Come on up. All eyes. Miss Pratt's the student, Ethan's the teacher.
Factors would be 4 and 7.
How do you know that?
I know that because 7 times 4 would equal 28, and
Did our pictures show that? Did our pictures show 7 times 4 or the commutative 4 times 7? Did it?
yeah.
Can you circle that so people can see where it says 4 groups of 7 or 7 groups of 4, however you want to look at it? You're good. Why didn't you circle that one?
Because that is a number we're multiplying.
Yeah, it is. And who's that about?
Tiandra.
And what is the rest of the story about? We've got to use this information, but what is the question focusing on?
It's focusing on how many apples we picked.
And which one of these colors shows Reese?
Red.
Yeah. So he said, and let me restate it, and if I'm not saying it right, you help me. Because sometimes that kids understand your language better than they understand my language because they're used to hearing their peers speak. So you're saying that multiplicative comparisons are when you're really comparing the two factors in a story to get a product. Go back to your seat. Good job. To sum it up, I want to look at the different ways we can say 4 times 7 equals 28. And we know the commutative property. 7 times 4 is 28. So let's look at the next one. I wonder if you can come up with that. We can say it this way. Let's say it.
4 groups of 7 is 28.
We could say it this way.
7 groups of 4 is 28.
We could say it this way.
4 rows of 7 is 28.
We could say it this way.
7 rows of 4 is 28.
I'm going to show you this, and I want you to read it carefully. Because there's another one after it, and I'm not going to show it. I'm going to see if you can guess what it is. We could say
28 is 4 times as many as 7.
or
27.
Think it.
what could the other way be?
7.
No shouting out. Trent, what are you thinking? Loud.
7 times as many. 7 is 28 times as many as 4.
Does that make sense? Is 7 28 times
No.
as big as 4? If you think about the pictures, that means we'd have 28 4s. 28 4 is going to give us 7?
No.
Look at how it's written. 28 is 4 times as many as 7.
Got your factors there.
We switched out factors, so what are we going to switch out here?
7 and 28.
No,
No,
is
what are
28
our
a factor?
Got to think of factors.
7,
And,
4.
yeah, because 4 times 7 is 28. So we switched them out. We got to switch them out here. We're doing a commutative. We could say
28
is, that's what that says. I went
Change
the
it.
other
Change your
way.
factors.
28 is 7 times as 4.
As many.
As many as 4.
Say it really loud, everybody.
28 is 7 times as many as 4.
These are groups. This is what we learned in 3rd grade. This is an array. This is what we've learned in 3rd and 4th grade. And this is called what? What we talked about today. When we read it like this, we are doing what? Jose. What are we doing? What's it called?
You're saying it.
Multiplicative comparison.
Silence here. What is it, everybody?
Multiplicative
Say it with me. Multiplicative comparison. You're going to learn that word like you learned metacognition. You're going to work on this either tomorrow or after lunch. We'll see what happens.